And hasn't this been a great afternoon so far? We've had some good storytellers, haven't we? Well, we've got another man who was here last year. His name is Don Ray Smith. And Don is a Louisville journalist and a humorist. He's also been a guest studio commentator on WFPL-FM. So Don, if you're ready, the stage is yours.
Do you like my color coordination? Being a man, this was totally by accident. I came with a white shirt and bought one of these souvenirs. Did Bob, did you tell everybody what the story is, the name of the story? This is Bongo Love Story number 4. Let me tune the bongos. Done. Brad's ready? That's ready, okay. From the outside looking in, Dwayne was seen as a man who kept to himself. In other words, a quiet man. But what those people who even noticed Bob, bothered to notice Dwayne, failed to see was the reason he was so quiet was because he was listening to the little tapping sounds in his head. You know, bongo sounds. Dwayne wasn't a musician. He just liked the sound bongos made whenever they were played together. Of course, there was a bigger reason why Dwayne was so quiet. You see, Dwayne was a lonely man, a very lonely man. He saw her for the first time at the bus stop. She was exotic. She looked like no woman he'd ever seen before. Looked like she was made of races from all over the world. For example, she looked like she was part African. She looked like she was part British. She looked like she was part Caribbean. She looked like she was part Native American, and she even looked like she was part Hawaii 501. Dwayne wanted to say something to her to impress her, you know, something like, "Wow, you're the best looking woman over 50 years old I've ever seen." But being a shy man, Dwayne said nothing. Then came that fateful day, that magical day. Dwayne was standing at the bus stop waiting for the bus. He looked up and, unbelievably, she was standing right in front of him. Well, the bus came. She climbed the steps to get on, put her hand in her purse to get her bus token. It wasn't there. What would she do? Dwayne saw his big chance. "Here," he said, "take mine." She turned to look at him, and he saw the most incredibly gorgeous jade green eyes he'd ever seen in his life. Saw that tawny, well-distributed makeup. "Are you sure?" she said. "You bet," Dwayne said. Then Dwayne lied. "I've got plenty." So she took Dwayne's yellow bus token, climbed up the bus, gave it to the driver, went on back. Poor Dwayne had to pay full price. He stepped on back and saw her. She was sitting on a seat all alone. A seat made for 2 people. Dwayne knew karma when he saw it. He walked on back. Mind if I sit there, he said. She looked up at him coolly. It's a free country. He sat down. Make small talk, Dwayne said. Make small talk. My name is Dwayne, he said. She said, my name is Asia. Make more small talk, Dwayne said to himself. Make more small talk. He blurted out, I'm a nuclear engineer. Her eyes grew wide and her jaw dropped. You gotta be kidding. Well, what do you mean by that? Dwayne said. Well, Asia said, looking down at the floor, that big machine you lug on the bus every day, if I'm not mistaken, that is an Eagle Model TZ 1500 pressure washer. Wow, Dwayne said, this girl knew her pressure washers. Now he had to keep talking. Well, the truth is, Dwayne said, I'm a former nuclear engineer. You know that earthquake tsunami over in Japan last year? I got laid off the next week. Like anybody needed any nuclear engineers after that. So, Asia said, what's with the pressure washer, Dwayne? Well, Dwayne said, after I got laid off, I got in the cleaning business. You know, pressure washing vinyl siding. I also clean gang graffiti off public buildings. Matter of fact, I'm on my way downtown right now to blast City Hall. So, beginning that day, Dwayne and Asia made a point to sit on the same bus seat whenever they could. Well, summer turned into fall. Yes, romantic fall. Finally, Dwayne got up his nerve. He asked her out. She said yes. That Saturday night, he went to her condo to pick her up. Wow, Asia gushed. I feel like such a schoolgirl. It's like that old cliche, Dwayne, you know, about 75% of initial attraction being physical and all. And all, Dwayne heard. And all. So, he said, you're a simple girl from the Kentucky countryside. Hate to say it, but I can read people really well. Asia looked at him and said, close. I'm a retired professor, Romance Languages, Center College. Then she stabbed Dwayne in the heart. Don't get serious about me, Dwayne. I have issues. Issues, Dwayne said. All right, Asia said. If you must know, Dwayne, health issues. Health issues, Dwayne said. What do you mean health issues? Dwayne, unfortunately, Asia said, I come from an ill-fated gene pool. An ill-fated gene pool? That's right, Dwayne. An ill-fated gene pool. Well, what's that mean? Dwayne asked. Well, it means that I'm susceptible, Dwayne, to race-related diseases from all over the world. Well, like what? Dwayne said. Asia began. Like sickle cell from the Africans, like coronary artery disease from the Europeans, like Tay-Sachs disease. Tay-Sachs, Dwayne said, where's that from? Ashkenazi Jews? like non-insulin dependent diabetes from the Pacific Islanders, like systemic lupus from... Well, wait a minute, Dwayne said. I'm not perfect, you know. Oh no, Asia said. Dwayne, what diseases are you susceptible to? Dwayne had to think. Think quick. I'm lactose intolerant. Asia rolled her eyes. Oh, Dwayne, I feel so bad for you. It's all my fault, Asia said. I shouldn't have let this go so far. But Dwayne, every time we're apart, I see that ruggedly handsome face of yours, surrounded by that impossible shock of strawberry blonde hair. Strawberry blonde hair, Dwayne thought. He knew for a fact his hair was gray and thinning. He pointed at her eyes. So you have retinitis pigmentosa 2, you know, failing eyesight. Oh, Asia said, just a touch. But you see, by then, Dwayne knew it was too late for him, too. He knew that this was the girl for him. The way I see it, Asia, he said, anything in life worth having is worth taking a chance on. Marry me. Dwayne, Asia said, are you sure? You bet I am, Dwayne said. Why, I could be out pressure washing something, you know, run into some bad wiring and zzz, get electrocuted. Oh, Dwayne, you do that for me? What, get electrocuted? No, silly. Take on my high-risk gene pool. Dwayne thought about the irony of it all. Thought about how healthy Asia looked whenever she walked from the bus stop. I'm willing to take that chance, Dwayne said. So you know what? Starting that day, Dwayne and Asia started a new life together. One that was, when you think about it, kind of like a pair of bongos, meant to be played together. And for the rest of his life, Dwayne heard the beautiful music in his head. That's the story.
Outstanding. And what he did was extremely difficult, and he was very professional about it. Don't know how you kept going with all those sirens and noises off to the side, but he did. And it was great, Don. Thank you very, very much.